ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तः शान्तः शान्तिः। नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थ विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरौ
नत्वा श्रीभारती
विद्यारण्येश्वरौ
धीमहे पञ्चदशीं कैवल्यपदसिद्धये
अधीमहे
पञ्चदशीं
पदसिद्धये
तत्त्वविवेकप्रकरणं 11th श्लोक। अभानेन परं प्रेम
अभानेन परं प्रेम
अनेन विषये स्पृहा
भानेन
विषये स्पृहा
अथो भानेऽप्यभातासौ
अतो
भानेऽप्यभातासौ
परमानन्दतात्मनः
परमानन्दतात्मनः
आत्मनः परमानन्दता परमानन्दत्वम् अस्ति आत्मनः। आत्मा इज परमानंद स्वरूपम। परमानंदतायाः आत्मनः भानम भानम मीन्स ज्ञानम प्रतीतिः परमानन्दतायाः आत्मनः प्रतीतिः ज्ञानं भवति वा न वा? The swarupam of the Atma, which is Paramananda, Paramascha aso Anandaha, Paramanandaha, Paramcha aso Anandaha, Paramanandaha. That is, which is ultimate Ananda, Ananta eva Ananda, that which is not limited, unlimited. It is complete, wholeness, limitlessness. That's the meaning. Anantaha eva Anandaha. That which is na Anantaha, Parichinnaha, that becomes Ananandaha. That becomes the cause of dukkha. So dukkha karanam parichinnatvam. Sukha karanam is sukha, that is swarupa. That should be anantatvam, unlimitedness, wholeness. So Atma is Paramanandata. It is not Atma enjoys the status of being a limited. It is unlimited. If not, Atma is not something which is enjoys the status of unlimitedness. It is that which is unlimited is Atma. So Atma is, its Swarupa is Paramananda. How can we know this? How can we get to know? The Banam is from Badatu. From Badatu yet Banam. Badatu, Badiptau. Badatoho Yut Pratyam Yojagitva Banam. It means Jnanam. It means Pratitihi. Knowledge. So Atma is complete, whole, limitless. That Pratiti is known or not known. It is Pratitihi atava na. Banamba atava abanam. Atma is of the nature of limitless. Is it known or unknown? Yadi pratitihi na bhavati. If it is not known, pratitihi na bhavati ityukte. Tasmin paraprevam na syat. Abane na param prema. If the nature of Atma, that is Atma is of the nature of Paramanandata, if it is not known, then there cannot be paraprema for Atma. Already previous shloka we have proved Atma is Paramanandaha iti. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Anything in the world you love, it is not for the sake of the object of love, it is for the sake of you only, you the Atma only, pleased self. So if the nature of Atma, Paramanandata, it is abhanam, na pratitihi, apratitihi chet, then you cannot have paraprema for Atma. Abhane paraprema na syat. Therefore, can we say it is known? Can we say that Paramanandata of Atma is known? It is pratitihi eva iti, can we say? That also we cannot say. Why? If you know that I am of the nature of Ananda, Aham Sachit Ananda Swarupaha Paramaham Paramanandaha, if I know, then you will not have Vishaya Spraha, you will not have love for the Vishaya, Indriya Vishaya. Only when I know I am of the nature of Ananda, I love myself. Not knowing abhane parapremam nasyat. If the Atma is of the nature of Paramanandaha is not known, there cannot be love for it. We have unconditional love for Atma, unconditional love for oneself. We can hate others, we can never hate ourselves. One can never hate oneself. One may have raga dvesha for objects or even for persons. More than objects, for persons is it is that some people you like, some people you don't not like. You don't like. Is there anyone who really don't like oneself? Nobody. Everybody has raga dvesha towards objects, towards persons only. Only external things, not oneself. Therefore, if the nature of Atma is Paramananda, if it is not known, then there cannot be love. But we see there is unconditional love for Atma. Already we have established that. Therefore, Atma is known. Paramanandata of Atma is Bhanam eva, Pratiti eva. We can say, why not? If you say that, if you say Atma is Paramanandata, that is Bhatam, it is known. If you say, Bhane na Vishaye Spruha, Bhane Vishaye Spruha, Vishaya Spruha na Bhavati. If it is known Vishaya Spruha, Spruha is Icha, Sprugdhatu, Ipsayam, Spruha, longing, desire, yearning for Vishaya. Vishaya means objects, sense objects. You will not have longing, yearning for the objects of desire if Atma is known as Paramananda. If that is Atma is known as of the nature of Ananda, that is myself, then how can you have love for the Vishaya? You have tremendous yearning for the Vishaya, without which you cannot live, you say. Without that, I cannot live. People commit, in fact, suicide. If somebody in a relationship gives up, other person not able to withstand, commits it because cannot live without that person. So Vishaya Spruha asti. Bhane na Vishaya Spruha. If the nature of Atma is Paramananda, also if it is, then we should not go after the objects of desire. Why should we go after the objects of desire? Because to seek Ananda. If Ananda is myself, then why should you seek Ananda? Why should you be a seeker? The first place a question comes, why should be a seeker? If I am of the nature of Ananda, Paramananda, not ordinary Ananda, ultimate Ananda, there is no Ananda other than that, better than that. If I know, then why should I go after objects of desire? Why should I be a seeker in the very first place? I should not be a seeker. The seeker is a problem. Seeking is a problem. Seeking involves one thing is icha, other one is effort. You seek, first icha is a desire is there, therefore you seek, and after to get the desired objects, you work for it. And if you don't get it, that's called kama. If you don't get it, krodha will come. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate. The sangha comes. Sangha sanjayate kamaha. Kama arises out of sangha. And you keep on dwelling on the objects. Why should you keep on dwelling on the objects? You think it gives you ananda. It is a source of ananda, you think. If Atma is a source of ananda, why should you think Vishaya as a source of ananda? Doesn't stop there. Kama sanjayate krodaha. Krodat buddhi smriti brahmsha vinashyati. Ultimately, the person gets destroyed because he has Vishaya Spruha. This is something contradictory. Therefore, if we know that I am of the nature of Satchit Ananda, Paramananda, we should not have Vishaya Spruha. That Vishaye Prema Asti. Loke drishtameva. In the loka you see, people run after objects. So many things. You watch, you will see in the morning, people, they run here and there. For what purpose they run? They all go after the objects of desire. So therefore, Ramaniya Vishaye Prema Asti. Ativa Prema Asti, in fact. So therefore, that shows, because we seek Vishaya, Vishayaspraga Asti, therefore, the love for objects is there. Therefore, it shows that Banam Paramanandata, Atma is Paramanandata iti Banam. It is known, we cannot say. It is known, we cannot say. Because Vishayaspraga Asti, therefore we cannot say Ananda is known, Anandata of Atma is known, we cannot say. If we say we know, then we should not go after that. And we cannot say it is not known also. Because we have unconditional love for Atma. Therefore, no. It is known or not known. Pratitihi bhavati athava apratitihi. Bhanamba abhanamba. The question comes. Because it is not known, therefore Vishayaspraga is there. Therefore we can say Atmanaha Parama Prema Padastam Asiddham. We can come to that conclusion. Why? Because if Atma is Paramananda, the Pratiti, if it is there, then Sukhadi Sadhaneshu Sat Chandanadishu Vishaye Spruha Icha Nasyat. The desire will not be there for the Sukha Sadhanam, and therefore gaining the Sadhyam Sukha Sadhyam. But because it is there, therefore Atma is known or not known. That's a confusion, there's a problem. See, if you say no, if you say it is known, then it's a problem. If you say I don't know, then also it is a problem. Either way, there is going to be a problem. Therefore, what we say, what the author says, this Atma is known as well as not known. It is Bhanam, Pratitihi, and also Abhanam, Apratitihi. Abhane na param prema. Not known, you will not have love for Atma. Bhane Vishayaspraga nasti. If known, then Vishayaspraga will not be there. Therefore, Ataha Bhane api Atmanaha aso Paramanandata Bhata. Second line. Therefore, Bhane api. Ataha Bhane api. Therefore, Bhane api Atmanaha Paramanandata aso Abhata. Even though it is known, it is not known. Bhane api. Even though it is known, it is Abhata. It is not known. Paramanandata Abhata. The Swarupam of Atma is Ananda, Paramananda. It is not known. Abhata. Atmanaha Paramanandata Abhata. Bhane api. Even though it is known. Aso Atmanaha Paramanandata Abhata. Abhata means na pratita. Na pratitihi. Na pratita. Not recognized. Atma shines all the time as Satchit Ananda. Satchit Ananda. Bhane. Bhanamasti. Bhane. Bhane api na pratita. Na abhata. So it proves, even though that it is all the time, it is shines as, it is known as Satchit Ananda, Bhane api abhata. It means what? It means what does it finally take you to arrive at? It is Bhane api abhata means it is the proof for avidya. Avidya ignorance is there. Therefore, bane api abhata. It is known. At the same time, it is not known means that shows you have avidya, you have ignorance. You have ignorance. Not knowing the swarupa of Atma completely, you know. You know at the same time you don't know. Atma is shining all the time, Sat, Chit, Anandaha. But I don't know. Why? Because of this vibhuti of avidya. Vidya is that, therefore it is not known. When something is not known, even though it is evident, and what is the cause? Avidya is the cause. Avidya is the cause. Therefore, that is the glory of avidya. Avidya, the ignorance is there. Therefore, that avidya becomes the pratibandha, that becomes the obstacle. What does the Upanishads do? Does it establish Atma? No. Upanishads, Vedanta is a pramanam not for establishing Atma. It is not for proving Atma, to prove the existence of Atma. It is not for that purpose. Vedanta as a pramanam, it's only for the removal of avidya. Because if Atma is completely known, then Vedanta can reveal something new which you don't know. Atma is known, at the same time not known. It is self-evident. You cannot say, I don't know myself. When you say, I am evident, self-evident. I am. I, the Sat, existence. Am, you say Chit, Asmi. Sat, Chit, Asti, Bhati. It is Bhati. That's why we say self-shining, self-evident. That is self-evident. What proof you require to prove that your existence? When you say I am, that itself is a proof. It is evident. Therefore, it is known. If it is known, then why Shastram is required? What you know yourself as, what you think it is not, that is for that only Shastram is required. You think yourself to be a person, a limited person, an insignificant person, an insecure person, a displeased person. Therefore, you go after objects of desire. Therefore, you become a samsari, jivatam, avidya. All these are the glory of avidya. You cannot be a karta, but you can karta. You become a karta, you become a shrota, you become a manta, you become a ganta. All is ER, the doership. All these are added onto the, superimposed onto the Atma because of avidya. So therefore, what is the job of the Upanishads? It's for avidya apanayanam eva. The teaching of the Upanishads is not to reveal Atma. It is to remove avidya. Avidya is gone. Clouds have removed. Clouds which are covering the sun. Once you remove, sun shines as it was shining before. You don't have to, after the removal of clouds, you don't have to tell the sun, you please start shining now. The pratibandha, the covering has been removed. So now you can switch on your light. You can need not tell. Even with the clouds covered, it was shining. Now the clouds are gone, it continues to shine. So the same thing Upanishad also does. It removes the clouds of ignorance. The Upanishad and therefore the Acharya, what they do is they don't add anything new. That is why we don't accept any mystical experience. Sampradaya, we never accept that I add some mystical experience. Anubhava. Where Anubhava is, there limitedness is there. You as an subject and objects are there. Dvaitam is there. When Dvaitam is there, Vaitadhi bhayam bhavati. You are limited. The existence of the second object limits you. You are not independent. Two things are there. You cannot be independent. You cannot be unlimited. You cannot be purnaha. Therefore, only the teaching is only to remove the avidya. So that which is known at the same time not known completely, that because of avidya. So avidya apanayana. So Satchitananda Atma, the Jivaha who is Satchitananda Atma is now Ajnani, is because of avidya. Because of avidya, he doesn't know that. That is why Mundaka Upanishad says Atmavita, Achandogya, Atmavita Shokam Tarati. The knower of Atma, the one who knows that Aham Satchit Ananda Swarupaha Jagat Karna Brahma Asmi, there is nothing other than me, the one who knows. Shokam Tarati. He crosses over Shoka. This samsara is a Shoka. Samsara doesn't lie outside. It is this avidya eva samsara. Avidya, kama, karma, therefore karma pala, that is a samsara, and that only perpetuates your sukha, dukkha, anubhava. So, Atmavita Shokam Tarati, the knower of Atma crosses this Shoka, the ignorance. Anatmavita Shokam na Tarati. Anatmavita, Atmavita is Atmanam Veti iti Atmavita. Anatmavita, na Anatmanam Veti. You don't have to know Anatma. Atmanam Veti iti Atmavita. Na Atmavita, Anatmavita. Therefore, Bane Sati api aso agata bhavati. Even though Atma is evident, it is not evident. Means, now we are going to see the same known, not known in a different angle. Listen carefully. Atma is Satchit Ananda, we said. Sat Chit is evident. I am. Is it evident or not? It is evident. Sat Chit is myself. It is evident. But Ananda is not evident. I am is evident. Aham Asmi. Aham Asmi. Aham is at existence. I. Asmi, I'm shine as, always shine as Atma, Satya Chit. I shine. It doesn't require anything else for my shining, for me to know that I exist. Without depending on anything else for the illumination, that will be self-illumination, self-shining, self-evident. Satya Chit, it is evident. I am is evident. A child told his mother, "Oh mother, you please wake me up when I am hungry." The mother told, "I don't need to wake you up when you are hungry. When you feel hungry, you yourself wake up." So it is that hunger, it is evident or not, self-evident. Similarly, Atma, Satya Chit is evident. So you don't need some external source or anything else to make it evident. But Aham Anandaha, Ananda Swarupaha, Paramananda Swarupaha, that is not evident. Aham Paramananda is not evident. If it is evident, then Vishyaspruha na bhavati. But Vishyaspruha asti, Ramaniya Vishaye Prema asti, Icha asti. So, therefore, Ananda Swarupa of the Atma is not evident. When I say I am, Satyachit is evident. Ananda is not evident. The self-evident nature of Atma is the self-evident nature of Atma is it to be known by Shastram? No. Shastram not required, need not have take the support or pramanam of the Shastram to know that self-evident nature, because it is self-evident. So, self-evident nature of Atma is not pramana avagatam. Pramanena na avagatam. It is without pramana, it is avagatam eva. I am is avagatam. But I am Sachit Atma doesn't require pramanam, but I don't know that aham anandaha, ananda swarupaha. Shastram, Shastra pramanam is not required for the knowledge Sachit, aham Sachit for Atma. Not required. But aham Ananda Swarupaha iti, I don't know. Therefore, only Vishya Spiraha asti. Therefore, Bane api abhata eva aso paramanandata. Because it is not known, therefore only you go after. That is why Shastram says. That's why Shastram has to come and tell you, you are that what you seek all your life. Because I don't know, because I think I'm limited, I'm insignificant, I'm insecure, I do a lot of this adhyaropa on me. Shastram corrects that. Shastram corrects that wrong understanding and tells you, you are that what you seek all your life. You are Ananda Swarupaha. Therefore, with regard to Atma, Banam is there, Avanam also is there. Both are there. Sachit is Banam. Ananda is Abhanam. Bane api Abhata. Bane api. Even though it is Banam, Pratitau Atma, it is Pratita means Sachit is Prati. Sachit is Banam. Sachit is Banam. Pratitihi. Sachit Pratitihi asti. Kintu Anandha iti Pratitihi nasti. Abanam. So, therefore, the same, one and the same Atma has got opposite things. Banam as well as Abanam. Is it not contradictory? How can the Atma can have both these contradictory attributes? There is a doubt in this. And therefore, the author, the next shloka, he gives an example to show that it is possible. The doubt comes. What the doubt comes? How can a thing can be known at the same time not known? It is contradictory. Banam abanam. It is pratitehe apratitehe. Pratitehe apratitehe anupapattihi atra asmin atmani vishaye drishyate. Therefore doubt is that, therefore we need to have samadhanam. We need clarification. That is what the author is going to say in the next shloka with an example, drishtanta. Now we will read the commentary to that. I will read and I'll give the gist of this. Atmanaha paramananda rupatvam akshipatam iti akshipati. Sorry. The nature of Atma, which is Paramananda, is Akshipati. It is negated. Abane iti, not known iti. Paramananda rupatam na basate. Basateva. Is it known? It is evident. It is known or not known. Basateva, na basateva. Abane apratitau. Abane is equal to apratitau. Abane saptami vibhakti of bana. Pratiti is pratitau. Pratiti is strilinga. Pratitau. Abane apratitau. Na param prema. Na param. Abane apratitau. Na param prema atmani niratishaya snegaha nasyat. If it is not known, atmani, atma is which is niratishaya snega. You have niratishaya snega means ananda, pritihi. Niratishaya pritihi nasyat. You will not have the priti. Unsurpassed love for oneself will not be there. Nasyat. Vishaya saundarya jnana janyatvat snegasya bane pratitau tu Vishaya sukha sadhane Srhadau tajjanye sukeva sprha is equal to icha nasyat. If it is known, bane pratitau sukha sadhanam, you will not have sukha sadhanam. Sak chandana stri, they say in the Shastram, they say sukha sadhanam is Srak, Mala, Chandana, Sandal, Stri, woman, all these are taken, all these are considered to be Sukha Sadhanam. Tajjanya Sukham, the Sukham which is produced by these objects of desires. Va Sprga Icha, Icha Nasyat, Kada Bane, Pratitau Sati, Nasyat, Pratitau Satyam, Bane Sati, Nasyat, Sprga Icha Nasyat. With regard to Vishaya. विषय सौंदर्यत्व ज्ञान जन्यत्वा स्नेहस्य, that is for previous one, न स्यात् फल प्राप्तो सत्यां साधन इच्छा अनुपपत्तेः, न स्यात् फल प्राप्तो सत्यां साधन इच्छा अनुपपत्तेः. If it is sadhana icha, the icha for the sadhana, it is not tenable. If it is atma is known. साधन इच्छा अनुपपत्तेः नित्य निरतिशय आनंद लाभे सति क्षणिके साधन पारंतत्र्यादि दोषिते वैषयिके सुखे स्पृहा अयोगाच्च तस्मात् आनंद रूपतात् आत्मनः उपपन्नेति प्रकारान्तरस्य अत्र संभवात् मा एवम् इति. निरतिशय नित्य निरतिशय आनंद लाभे सति क्षणिके, given क्षणिके साधन पारंत्रयादि दोष दूषिते वैषयिके सुखे स्पृहा अयोगाच्च तस्मात् आनंद रूपता आत्मनः उपपन्नेति. तस्मात् न आनंद, because विषय स्पृहा is there. Therefore, through the Vishaya Sukha, you get Kshani, even Ananda, even that it be a Kshanika Ananda. Therefore, Vishaya Sprga is a Vaishayike Vishaye Sukhe Sprga. If Atma is known, that Vaishayike Vishaye, which is all endowed with all the dosha, even though it is all the sadhana, the means are meant for giving you the sadhya, which is in the form of this Vishaya Sukha. All these are condemnable because they are not permanent. But Spriga Asti Eva, if Atma is Banam, if Atma is known as Paramanandaha, then the Spriga is Ayoga. The Spriga is not tenable. It is not possible. Therefore, Atmanaha Surupata Paramanandata Atmanaha Upapanneti iti Prakarantarasya atra sambhavat. That is, since that possibility is also is there, ma evam iti. Why? Because Vishesh Praka is there. Therefore, Atmanaha Paramanandata iti, you cannot say Pariharati ataha iti. Pariharati means known iti Pariharati. Yataha bana pakshayoho ubayoho api doshaha asti. Therefore, there is a dosha, there is a error is there with regard to the Atma, with regard to the Paksha. If you take the Bana Paksha or Abana Paksha, with regard to both, there is dosha is there. Asti eva. Ataha karanat Atmanaha so Paramanandata Bane api Pratito Satyam api. Bane is equal to Pratito. Bane api Pratito Satyam api Abata is equal to Na Pratita. Even though, because of this reason, Ataha karanat Atmanaha Paramanandata, even though it is known, at the same time it is not known. Pratita na bhavati. Is there anything in the world which can be like that? Known at the same time, not known? Why not? For that this Nidyanamani gives an example. You can read the next shloka. Adyetra vargamadhyasta putra dhyana shabdavat. One line.
अद्येतृवर्गमध्यस्तः पुत्रात् शब्दवत्
भानेऽप्यभानं भानस्य
भानेर्यभानं भानस्य
प्रतिबन्धेन युज्यते.
प्रतिबन्धेन युज्यते.
So it's a long word. First line is one word. It's samasa. It's a compound word. Adyetra varga madhyastha putra adyayana shabdavati. You have to split adyetra varga madhyastha putra adyayana shabdavati. You can guess putra means son. What is the son doing here? Here it's a drishtanta. An example is given. Adyetra varga madhyastha putra adyayana shabdavat. Vat is not matu pratyaya. Vat means that is an example, illustration, like Chandravat, Suryavat, that Vat, Abhya, Vatu pratyaya. That not Vatu pratyaya, Tadita pratyaya, Vat. So like, so Vat is that means you have to understand it is an illustration. Shabdavat, Bane api abhanam. Shabda, whose Shabda? What Shabda? Adyayana Shabda. Whose Shabda? Putrasya Adyayana Shabda. Where is the Putra? He is in Madhyastha, in the middle. In the middle of what? Varga, the class. Of class of what class? Adyetra. Adyetra means he is doing Adyayana. The Putra, son, the son of Devadatta, is in the chanting class. He is in Veda Patashala. In the Veda Patashalayam, Anekaha Balakaha Veda Adhyanam Kurvanti Santi. Anekeshu Balakeshu Devadattaha iti kasyachana putraha api Veda Adhyanam Karoti. Veda Patashalayam. Devadattasya putraha api asti. Veda Patashalayam Veda Adhyanam Karoti. Veda Parayanam Karoti. This Devadatta Bhagi is Stitva Veda Parayana Shravanam Karoti, Shunoti. Veda Adhyayana Shabdam Shunoti. This Devadatta, what he does standing is just, his son is also studying Veda Patashala. When you go and drop your son to school, and you also, what you do? You stand outside and see what your son is doing, how he conducts himself in the class, and when chanting, when prayer is there, you want to hear your son. How does he chant? You want to hear the son saying something, at least, even if it is in English class, he speaks in English, you feel happy. You want to hear your son. When some teacher teaches the rhyme, so how your son teaches, how he responds, how he chants, that you want to hear. So that is Icha Asti Devadattasya, Putrasya Dhvanihi, Kada Bhavati, iti Icha Asti. Kintu Tatra Anekaha Balakaha Santi. Many Balakas are there, many boys are there. Mama Putrasya Dhvanihi, Tasmin Dhano Eva Vartate. Tat Dhvanim, Putrasya Dhvanim, Nyatum Saha, Shunoti Kintu Nashaknoti. Why? Because many boys are chanting, a group of boys are chanting. So Putrasya Dhvanehe Abhigyanasya Pratibandakaha Asti. That is, Shabda, the sound, the Dhvani of the son who is chanting in the class, being in the middle of the class, is in the class. Is in the class, Adhyayana class, is also chanting along with the other boys. They are reciting Samaveda. Now you stay outside and you can hear the Samaveda. Very nicely they are singing. Now, your son also singing. You can see from outside his lips are also moving. So the samashti dvani that you can hear, Devadatta can hear from outside. But Visheshataya can hear how the sun alone chants, that is not possible. Why? Because there is a pratibandha. Everybody chants, all the boys in the class chant. Therefore, the chanting of your son, the son of Devadatta, alone is not audible. Alone, you cannot listen, you cannot hear. That is not possible. Why? There are so many noises, not noises. There are so many people singing, but I use the word noise for some other purpose. So many people are chanting, and your son also chanting. Therefore, you cannot distinctly know the chanting of your son. But the chanting as a whole, you can hear. Similarly, there are so many noises are there inside, whether it is inside as well as outside, and there is the inside noise wants outside noise also, accumulates lot of outside noise, and so many noises are there, and among that noise, aham and that aham asti, aham paramananda swarupa, that is not a noise. That is also is there, but you cannot know it. Why? Because there are so many noises that in Bahuvachanam around. So therefore, you cannot hear that Shruti aham Satchit Anandaha, that you cannot know. Not hear means cannot be known. For that only this Drishtanta, this example is, illustration is. Shabdavat Bane api abanam, Atmanaha Bane api abanam. Even though Atma is not known, at the same time it is not known. Banasya abanam, Bane api abanam. Pratibandena, because of Pratibandena yujyate. Pratibandena, it is tenable. How can you say Bane api abanam? Yes, it is possible as it is in this illustration. Bane api abanam pratibandena yujyate. When there is pratibandha, then this possibility is there. Bane api abanam. Knowing at the same time not known. This possibility is there. When the Purva Pakshi say, no, it is not possible. No, it is possible. How? Adyetra varga madhyastha putra jayana shabdavat. It is tenable. It is possible. So that a thing can shine at the same time not known, possible. This kind of virodha, the contradiction is possible. How is it possible? Because of pratibandha. Pratibandhena yujyate. Yujyate means tenable. The example is shabdavata, like the sound. Like the sound of whom? Putrasya. Putrasya adyayana shabdavat. The son chanting, the son of a father doing Vedic chanting, he chants along with others. Therefore, Madhyastha, Madhya Tishtati, chanting with others. Where? Varge, in the class. And the class is Adhyetra Varga. Those who are learning Vedas. Adhyayanam. So now the father wants to listen to the chanting of his son. Therefore, he wants to listen to the chanting, listen to the son's chanting, and he listens to the Samashti voice, but not his son chanting, because it is mingled with others chanting. So you will not be able to listen to the chanting of the son exclusively due to pratibandha, because of the chorus chanting. That is what he says, Adhyetra Varga. So one word. Adhyetra Varga, Adhyetrunam, Adhyetru Drukaranta, Adhyetrunam Vargaha, Adhyetru Vargaha. Adhyetrunam Vargaha, Adhyetru Vargaha. The class for Adhyetru. The class in which there are people who are learning. That's all. Adhyetrunam Varga. The learners, the class of learners. Adhyetrunam Vargaha. The class is there, students are there. For what purpose students are there? They want to learn. They are the Adhyeta. So Adhyetrunam Vargaha. Varga, the class of students. That's the meaning. Samasa. What samasa? Shashti. Tatpurusha samasa. Adhyetra Vargasya Madhyastaha. Madhye tishtati iti madhyastaha. That is upapada samasa. Madhye tishtati. Grihe tishtati iti grihasthaha. So like that, madhye tishtati. Where, which madhye? Adhyetra vargasya madhye tishtati. He is in the class, between the class. In the class. Adhyetra vargasya madhye tishtati. Adhyetra varga madhyastaha. Adhyetra, it is madhye tishtati madhyasa. That is upapada samasa. Adhyetra varga madhyastaha. Adhyetra vargasya madhyastaha. That is shashti tatpurusha samasa. Adhyetra varga madhyastaha kaha putraha mama putraha. That is karmadhare samasa. Adhyetra varga madhyastaha cha asau putraha. Adhyetra varga madhyastha putraha karmadhare samasa. The one who is in the madhyastha, in the middle of the class of learning, in the middle of the class of students. Who is that? Son, my son. Adhyeta varga madhyastaha cha asau putraha adhyeta varga madhyastha putraha. Then what does it do that? Either putrasya adhyayanam bhavati tatra. So tasya adhyanam putrasya adhyanam. Therefore adhyeta varga madhyastha putrasya adhyanam shashti tatpurusha samasa. So he is doing adhyayanam. Fine. Then adhyayanam, when you do, what happens? Shabda sound comes. Shabda of the adhyayanam. Shabda produced by the adhyayanam. Adhyayanasya shabdaha. Adhyayana shabdaha. So adhyayata varga madhyastha putra adhyayana shabda adhyayanasya shabdaha. Adhyayata varga madhyastha putra adhyayana shabdaha. Shashti tatpurush samasa. Then shabdavat iva. Vat means iva. Shabdasya iva shabda iva. Therefore, adhyetra varga madhyastha putra adhyayana shabda vat. The sound of the adhyanam of the son who is in the middle of the class of learners, students, but is the sound of him like the sound of him. That is the meaning. So, on samasa, compound, beautiful compound. This is how you have to split and understand. Now, the son's voice is not exclusively audible. Cannot exclusively you can hear what he chants, whether he commits mistake. You don't know, but you know he is chanting. Similarly, Bane api Abhanam. Similarly, the Satchit Ananda Atma is evident at the same time, not evident, completely evident, not exclusively evident. It is evident as Satchit. Like the father, he identifies the son voice. Son is also chanting. His son's voice he can hear, but not completely, not exclusively. His voice, what he chants, what mantra he chants completely, he cannot know. But he knows his son's, he can hear the son's voice, he can hear, but not exclusively. Similarly, I am, it is evident. Atma, the Atma is recognized, I am, but Satchit Ananda Atma, this Ananda Swarupa is not known, like the father not able to listen to exclusively the chanting of his son. Therefore, Bane api Abhanam, it is possible by what? Pratibandhena yujyate. The Ananda Swarupa of Atma, it is obscured, it is covered, it is hidden, or it is inhibited by Pratibandha, by obstacle, by disturbance. Pratibandhena yujyate. It is bhavati eva. What is Pratibandha? That also he explains. What is Pratibandha? It's a beautiful. The definition of Pratibandha comes in the next shloka. We will see later. This Bhashyam, this commentary we will read, and then we can stop. Nanu ekasya yugatpat bana abhane na yujyate. How can one thing can be simultaneously known and unknown? That is not tenable. Yujyate iti ashanka. If this doubt comes, kim idam ayuktatvam adrishta charatvam upapati agitvam va na adya iha. It is not seen and it is not first. It is not seen and it is not tenable. Ayuktatvam asti. If you say, it is not seen, you cannot say. Why? I will give you an drishtanta. Who says? Dear Namani says. Na adya itiyaha. Na adrishtam, it is na adrishta charattam, it is not seen, that you cannot say. Where it is seen, adyetra varge, you can see that in the class where students are there, they are chanting, there you can see. Adyetra nam, that is Veda Pataka nam, referring to the students. Tesham vargaha, adyetra vargaha, he himself is samasa. Samugaha, the group. Tasya madhye tishtati, kaha tishtati? Putraha. Tasya madhye tishtati iti, madhyetra varga madhyastaha. Saha cha asau putraha cha iti. Karmadare samasa. Tata, tasya adhyanam tatkartrikam patanam tasya shabdaha dvanehi yatha tasya dvanehi. Kasya dvanehi? Putrasya dvanehi. Tatkartrikam means that adhyana kartrikam patanam tasya, that is putrasya shabdaha is dvanihi yata bagistitaha. Bagistitaha means standing outside. To pitubihi, that devadattena. Vasamanaha api samanyataha. Even though he can hear generally, it means general, means his son voice he can hear, that's all. But na bhasate visheshataha, but not visheshata, not exclusively, not specifically his son's voice alone. You cannot filter the son's voice. You cannot filter the voice and hear only the son's voice. That is not possible. Visheshataha na bhasate. Ayam iti. Matputraha. What? Ayam matputraha dvanihi iti. You cannot say this is my son's voice. It is. You cannot say. Tata anandasyapi bane api avanam bhavati. Therefore, in the same way, ananda of ananda evam eva atmanaha api bane api avanam bhavati anandasya. This is, it is not seen, you said, for that this example. Now, upapatti ragitvam. It is not tenable that both banam and avanam for the same thing. That is not tenable, you said. That with regard to that I am saying, he says, Dvitiyam prati aha banasya iti. Bane api avanam iti etat atra api anushajjaniyam banasya spurnasya pratibandena vakshamana lakshanena bhane api avanam samanyataha pratito api vishesha akarena apratitihi yujyate upapadyate ityartaha. So bane api avanam iti etat atrapi anusajjaniyam. Therefore, here what you have to say, that bane api avanam iti anusajjaniyam, that you have to connect, because banasya spurnasya pratibandena vakshamana lakshane bane api avanam samanyataha. Therefore, because of the pratibandha, because of the obstacle, even though it is not known, it is bane api avanam. Even though it is known, it is not known. Samanyataha pratito api visheshakarena apratiti. Even though it is known generally, but specifically it is not known. Iti yujyate, it is upapadyate, it is tenable. Why? Because of pratibandha. Therefore, upapatti ragitvam, what is said, that is also not correct. It doesn't see in the world, you said, that is also not correct. It doesn't, you don't see that in the world, you said. I gave the example. Upapatti ragitatvam bane api avanam. It is not tenable, you said. No, it is tenable. If it is tenable, how? Because of pratibandha. Pratibandha becomes the karanam. Therefore, pratibandhena yujyate eva sambhavati eva upapadyate eva bane api avanam iti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. For you, it is classes Banam or Abanam or Bane api Abanam.
Bhanam.
Banam or Abanam or Bane api Abanam. Huh? Known at the same time not known. It means avidya continues. Okay. It continues, then punaha shravanam kuryat. That is alone is the answer. Okay.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी. धन्यवादः जी।
धन्यवादः।
धन्यवाद
Yes. Can you follow?
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Sanskritam is there. Sangamitra and others deliberately did certain things so that we can follow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, good.
Dhanyawada.
धन्यवाद
धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः।